Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. You can see here I'm fighting against Hercules and my options: Giant Specialist, Rhino, Cost Control and Speed Specialist. And here there are some options. Giant can be useful. We are starting with Hounds. Speed for the Spider if I want to try mines again, although I'm not having a lot of success with the mines. I end up going for Giant. There was another one good here. My opponent, Missile Spec, is usually good. Sabertooth with don't look like that great. Training, I like training, although starting with bows, not my favorite. And supply. The HP is not bad for supply, and it could work. We could go for Hounds. But looks like my replay is bugged again. So let's just skip. And the opponent goes for Training Spec with the bows. He is starting with 50 extra money, which he could use for a Phoenix. But since I already have DPS with the Sabers, I will not grab Marksman on the first one. If he goes for Phoenix, I will just have to deal with losing 200 HP. You see me positioning here, because I expect him to be aggressive with this build, since it's balls and hounds. Let's click quick deploy, so we can see what he's doing. You see my symmetrical build here. And 2 crawlers, which will not be symmetrical. I will put one here. You see me changing, but I end up just changing the position of the units too. This one is in front here, so if he is right in here with the balls, which can happen, he don't get insta-lock on my sabers. So that's why these brothers are here. Then he went for the other side and positioned it defensively. I was not expecting that, and sold the tower on this side instead of selling the middle one, which was also strange. But few units fighting here in the middle. I get tower debuff first, but he's already locked into my turret here, but it used all its ammo. I will be able to kill it before it can kill my crawlers. And now he gets a debuff. And he's coming for my units. My crawlers are going for the other tower. Saber wasting shots, doing the debuff. This one worked. Now crawlers in front, so yeah, no more balls dying. Now my units are turning, I have a debuff. But Saber is still wasting shots on crawlers on this side. And 3 balls lock into it. It can't even manage to kill 2 before dying. And now my hounds have to kill his level 2 hound here and the balls. And even if I had more hounds than him, level 2 pays itself. That was a level 1 crawler, I would have won. But hound 2, and there are a few options. There is Sludge is good against balls, there is that. And it's also free. There is Phantom, which can be really annoying when my opponent has no anti-air. I also have no anti-air. I end up going for Fire Badger, strangely enough. I will think of using the Fire Badger here as my shaft clear, so I can kill the crawlers that come here at least, and maybe kill even a few hounds. I will eventually sell it. And just leave the tower. I was thinking if I was going to sell the tower or the Fire Badger, but I needed the money. You also see that I went for 1 marksman because I need anti-air. The opponent can go for the phantoms, or he can also get other air units, and I need something that can shoot air. And marksman fits the bill. Let me click quick deploy here. Also, range into the hounds. Since we are in a hound mirror, the one that has range wins. So I end up getting one hound in here, one marksman, range, and that's all my money. That's why I needed to sell the 5 badger, because selling the tower I couldn't get all that. My opponent also went for range, so yeah, then we are both with hounds with range. And he also sold what he got. Actually no, it's here. He didn't sell it, and he went for a phoenix instead of going for a marksman like me. And this time he got the buff first. And in the end he switched. Instead of going for range, he switched around and grabbed more. That's why I was fighting straight. How did he get so many units and still grabbed range just like me? No. He went back on the range. And even if I am winning the ground, my marksman died before he could kill both phoenixes. So yeah, the phoenix is just killing my units here. So even if I was winning the ground, I will still win. Yeah, I will still win the ground here, but 100 damage because I can't kill the phoenix. Let's speed this. So, as I said, range wins, but it doesn't matter if I can't kill all the air. And here we have incendiary bomb. There's amplifying core, but I don't have a good unit to put it on. So, incendiary bomb it is. And I will be very aggressive with it, because I don't expect my opponent to shield. There is still too big of an area for him to try to shield it. Also getting levels on my hounds, very important when we are both using hounds, and he has intensive training, I don't. Levels are very important when you are on mirror. So I will put one shield here. The idea is if he throws the fire in here, very aggressive like me, I will protect my crawlers and my level 2 hounds. Let's quick deploy. Level 2 for this tower, more hound, more crawlers, and that's my money. And I am trusting this one marksman to do the job this time. My opponent went for one more phoenix. He's expanding his hound line in here too. One of the boss got a level. He leveled the phoenix to level 2 with the intensive. And he put the fire here. So yeah, my shield was useless. Okay. I fired quite a few units, but look at this. They survived with very little HP, but they are getting killed by my own hounds now. Balls, the level 2 balls turned to the side and I'm getting killed. The shield is helping a little here, but got destroyed. Marksman is targeting the right targets. My hounds are almost dying to the fire. We both get tower debuff at the same time. Marksman will do his job, but now there is a problem. My opponent has more units than me, and my marksman is dying before he can kill another ball. So my opponent has 2 balls to tank for his units, and I get the first debuff, which doesn't matter in this case. And can those hounds win? No. With 2 balls tanking, they were not able to win. But at least the marksman did all his job and got a level. Even laser sight this time and orbital bombardment. But since my opponent is so spread out, It's kind of a waste, so I could throw it in here in the middle and it would probably kill both phoenixes. So it would be good. But I end up going for laser sight. I will put it on the marksman. And keep expanding my line too. Getting more hounds. I also unlocked the Overlord already. Because I'm giant spec. I can use it. Even if I'm not using it yet. One of my sabers got a level 2. I was thinking of maybe using one, but my opponent has 2 level 2 phoenixes now, so he can kill an Overlord. But I was thinking maybe I should go for a fortress. But then it's just to, for now, invest in the hounds. Mech rage for the hounds. So now they have range and mech rage. My opponent go for the orbital bombardment, which I think I completely forgot about. And I won't even shield here, which is really bad. Because here is a lot of important units, like the one marksman that can kill the air. He's the only unit that can kill air here. My opponent finally went for range on his hounds. And he also went for kinetic charge into the boss. You'll see that I put prowlers here, drag part of his army, and so less units are engaging. But look at the devastation! There's not much left of my army here. So yeah, that orbital was devastating, to say the least. So big mistake from me. Not shielding. I should have shielded. It was to be expected. Most of my units are here. So orbital here was the most likely action from my opponent. Here there is a nuke, but I don't expect my opponent to grab a nuke on round 5. I will skip, because none of the others are very good for me. I will get the level here that I didn't get last time. Even if the saber is not doing much. This hound got a level. Let's click quick deploy so we can see what the opponent is doing. You'll see me grabbing one more marksman, putting here. So now I have one marksman to deal with each pair of phoenixes. My opponent will not go for a skip. He will go for level 2 wraiths. He will level 1 to level 3 with the intensive training. And puts absorption module into it. So that is a very tanky wraith. Get my level 2 marksman with no tech. Kill it. We will have to see. Here you can see I put more units here. So these ledges are delaying his units, even killing a few of his units. And marksman is locked. And it's healing more than the marksman do in damage. Now there's nothing to shoot, it stopped healing. But yeah, lost badly and didn't kill any of the wraiths. And here, Ion Blast. It can help me a lot against the wraiths, at least for one round. So that will be my option. It's too late for a super supply. Round 6, at least in my opinion. It would be round 9 when this card starts doing something. Actually, round 9 is when it's payoff. Round 10 is when you start profiting. But you can see me going for, I sold the marksman, went for 2 level 2 farseers with AA and even gave laser sight to one of them. And positioning them to deal with his wraiths. So that's my answer to my opponent investment here. Also, beam. The idea is the beam will kill most of the sledges, do a lot of damage to this wraith, then keep going, damaging, killing other units, and I was maybe trying to see if it would grab the phoenixes and hit this Wraith. That was my idea with the beam. Let's see if it will work. My opponent didn't went for it. I even put one shield here. Did some damage, but it's healing back. Here it's killing quite a few units. Killed both of the phoenixes. This Wraith died before the beam could arrive. The Farseer killed it. And this Farseer obliterated this one too. So level 2 Farseer with AA. Very effective at dealing with AA. Look at this. One shot. One shot at the level 1 Wraith. So I may have even went a little overboard into the answer to his Wraiths. Probably didn't need the beam. Could have skipped it for more money. Here, most money is 2 Scorpions. That's what I go for. So grab 2 Scorpions, sell one, use the other for 1 round, and then sell it on the next one. I was thinking where to put it. I ended up putting here right in front, so it will still start the fight shooting at the walls and breaking it, so my units won't waste shots in it. Fire's back, so I'm throwing fire here. So all the units that are pulled to the side will die into the fire. Putting one more shield in here to protect against fire, but I expect my opponent to put the fire right in front where I can't shoot. And can't do anything about it. Because I don't even have sprinklers on my house. So it's not that important. Forgot to click quick deploy. Let's do it so we can see what he's doing. I also put 1 crawler here. But my opponent, seeing my Farseers, instantly went for Land Cruiser. So now my AA tech is useless. The Farseer will still do something, they can do some damage, but the tech's kinda useless now. And he even went for the 3rd attack with Floating Artillery Array. So now those Wraiths are very deadly for my hounds. Fire here, which will be even worse for me. Opponent also went for the Scorpions. Sold one, kept the other, same as me. My fire here did its job. But his was definitely better, although it killed a few of his units too. And we can see without the anti-air buff, it's not as easy to kill those. And they do a lot of damage, as you can see. Especially this one that is level 3, almost level 4, and it's healing. So all the damage that my Farseer is doing, it's healing back. Tower the buff, and that seals the deal here. But I would lose this fight here anyway. So now that it's back on the ground, this starts to be a problem once again. And it's level 4 now. Here there is efficient giant manufacturing. I was thinking on grabbing it, because remember one unit that I unlocked. There's also another absorption model. But I unlocked one unit all the way in the back, called Overlord. And my opponent only has 1 unit that can deal with air. 1 Phoenix without any tax, which will go in front and die. So my Overlords are very safe. These Wraiths can't attack air. And my Overlords can kill Wraiths. I will even instantly go for the Overlord activity. So more DPS. And 3 of them. My opponent went for another absorption module. Use quick deploy so you can see what he's doing faster. So 1 level 4 Wraith here. I even got level on this one. This one is level 3. I level it. I also got level on it. But it don't have needed damage to kill this Wraith without the AA buff. But the Overlords have. My opponent went for full enhanced range, high mobility. I only went for enhanced range. Strangely enough, he didn't sell his Scorpion. I also didn't sell mine. I sold the Saber because I needed more money. And the Saber was... they were worth the same. The Saber was level 2, 300. But I thought that the Saber was less useful than the Scorpion. Anyway, as I said, I think he sold the... That's why he sold his Phoenixes. So he had nothing to do with my Overlords, which are not doing that well, as you can see, but there's nothing to kill them. So they are just killing the Wraiths that are stopped into the ground, doing nothing. And we'll give them the much needed levels to be able to kill them faster. So all three of them got levels. Shield airdrop. The only decent one here for me. More HP won't save my hounds, they die way too fast to the Wraiths. But getting levels into my Overlords, which will double their DPS. Also going for shields because look what's back. Orbital bombardment. Which is bad because I wanted to go for Mothership because that's another weakness for my opponent. Now I think he's going to grab something to deal with my Overlords. Maybe Melter. So I wanted something to stay in front of the Overlords, and Wasps will do that work. Sold the Scorpion now. Let's click quick deploy so we can see what he's doing too. Simply grabbing one more Overlord here. I expect his orbital to be here. Also putting one missile here, because he's very vulnerable to it. He will kill the hounds with the crawlers here. And strangely enough, you can see that I sold one of my Farseers because it was worth more money than the Scorpion. And now my opponent's going for Farseers with AA that I am abandoning. So we are trading units. And suddenly level 2, they are killing the units much faster than me. Although the sides is still not doing that well. And tower goes down. Which is bad, because another tower goes down, and that's a very big debuff timer. And he still has 2 Farseers alive. One was distracted with the Wasp, but the other was not. And as you saw before, Farseer with AA against air units is very deadly. I'm almost dead at 200 HP. But click the play was clicked. But you can see what I grabbed. 3 level 4 crabs. Because if you look at my opponent, his only DPS unit for ground is steel balls. And steel balls are not good into crabs. At least not if you go for emergency armor. Because they have the lock, and then when the crab hits half HP, they will drop the lock into the crabs and go look for other targets. And for 4 seconds they can't lock again into the crab, giving more than enough time for the crabs to kill them. And heal. So double attack crabs. And since they are level 4, they do have quite a bit of HP. 50,000 HP. More than enough to resist the attack from the Wraiths. My beam is also back. The opponent, strangely enough, went for the high-level wasps, which are not that good against me. The overlords will kill the wasps. You can see me grabbing even more overlords, putting another one here because I was lacking units on the side. Went for one wasp because I needed to grab the tech, but I didn't have money for the tech and ended up wasting 200 money, even if I'm almost dead. But the beam here helping, getting quite a few units. I'm the one advancing here. I now have a level 3 overlord in here. They are killing the wasps. And even while killing the wasps, they are still shooting the ground with the artillery cannon, because it only targets ground. Power debuff. And this one is taking a few shots from the Farseer during the debuff. Ouch! Ouch! And this one's dead. But the level 3 is arriving. And not a big victory, but a victory nonetheless. And my crabs kinda work it. Lightning Storm, which is the only choice here. The one who doesn't choose Lightning Storm is going to lose. Simple as that. And now we have Lightning Storm with fire, because Incendiary Bomb is back. And you will be able to notice a mistake from me. I will throw the fire here, change the storm to the center. My idea is I will put units in here to pull all his units to this side and kill a lot with the fire. That's my idea. But I will completely forget about it and not put any units in here. So yeah, my idea will not quite work, although I will still kill a few units with the fire. You see me putting shields to protect against the storm. Loading, range, speed, grabbing shield into the wasps. Even if against the storm it's kinda useless. And I already used all my money. And look at how many overlords I have. And quite a few high level. Look at this, level 4 overlord in here. Look at this. Immortal. Immortal. And then keeps going. And the balls are dead, so it's a bit harder for the opponent to kill them. Even if there is the level 4 Wraith in here, level 3 Farseer, level 3 Wraith, but Crab is surviving. At least one is alive still. Two crabs are still alive, only one died. If the Overlord locks into the Farseer is dead. And that is a lot of damage, enough to win. Even if I was almost losing, I ended up turning the tide, and I would say that the heroes were the crabs. You can even see that there is one level 5 crab in here, which got a lot of experience. It was one of the crabs that survived, I think. This one and this one were the ones that survived the last round. But those two have mostly equal damage this time. This one did almost a double. Strangely enough, the most damage was this level 2 Overlord, not my level 4 Overlord. Although he has more damage overall. But the opponent went for Mustangs with range and AA, which is good, but not that good when there is a Lightning Storm, which helped me a lot killing units from him. But the storm also helped him, killing my wasps. So we were both highly affected by the storms. My fire here, even if I didn't do what I intended, I ended up not putting units here to pull. I should have at least put one sledge in here to pull his units. It would live for a little while, just enough to drag a few more units into the fire to kill them. But I end up grabbing more overlords. And 6 overlords with most of them only one level 1. It was the one that I put last round. So a lot of investment into them. So I'm having a lot of success with mothership and artillery instead of range and overload. Because range and overload, he could just go missile interceptor, get a lot of farseers, and suddenly your overlords are useless. So yeah, that's why I changed it. Now with this, it doesn't matter if he blocks my missiles, the cannons will kill the farseers. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.